Questions for Coach?
Coach, what was more concerning, your accuracy from three or the looks you were giving them from three?
Early on, our press was bad. It was just bad. They got open threes right off the bat off of our press. We were underneath them a little bit too much early. That's how we got 6 threes in the first half. So that was disappointing because that, if you play this team, I mean, they do a really good job with their handoff action. They have a really good low post player in Bruce, and then they're going to shoot threes. They made 10 threes against Gonzaga. I mean, they make threes. Casper Bauer made 5 against Gonzaga on the road. So that's what's disappointing when you say, okay, 3-point shooting team, get up and guard. But again, it all started with, poor execution with our defensive pressure at full court. And then they got going a little bit. To their credit, they were executing. They weren't coughing it up, turning it over against the press or anything like that. So they were getting shots, and they're going to shoot threes, and they've got multiple 3-point shooters on the floor at any given time.
In the first half especially, you can tell the difference almost when Anthony was in the game and when he wasn't in the game, and he got 8 assists, no turnovers. How has he grown as a point guard?
Well, he's seeing things. A matchup zone is not the easiest thing to play against unless you have feel for how to play, unless you see it. And he made great decisions when to pass it in, when to drive it into the gap, when to drive it on the baseline, when to shoot it, when not to, and when to fake them. I mean, he was fabulous. I mean, 8 assists, no turns. I mean, he was terrific tonight.
You guys relied on Matt a lot to make threes. Is this just part of the adjustment, learning to kind of play a little bit?
Zach's pressing. I mean, Zach's a terrific 3-point shooter. He is pressing. And I told him, I said, you took one bad shot. The last one he took was a bad one. He turned it down. He didn't catch it right. He was a little deep. I thought Oglesby and him took good threes. They're going to make them. Mike's going to make some. Obviously, Clemens can make some. We got a number of different guys. Obviously Matt was really special in that area, and not only in terms of his ability to make them, but his ability to stretch the defense because of how they guarded him.
Was it an energy thing tonight, Fran? It seemed like when you guys played with intensity, especially with the press, you played well.
Well, early on, what they did was they inbounded with their point guard. Sort of let the guy he threw it to get trapped, throw it back to the point guard, and then he took it. Okay, so what we needed to do was trap stronger and maybe shoot the gap and get after him a little bit more. But that spreads you out. So I do think the energy level wasn't what it needed to be, but the execution wasn't. And to their credit, they did some good things to get the ball down the floor. They essentially, for a good portion of the game, are playing 4 guards anyway. Those teams are oftentimes hard to press because they have so many good ball handlers. That and the fact that the guy they're inbounding the ball to is their 5-man, who's a very good ball handler. I mean, he's a skilled player, and is a handful.
It looked like in the first half you were playing Asabi at the post, and Gabe didn't play, but when you put him in, he made the most of his minutes. Gabe had a lot of energy.
Gabe was terrific. I mean, he's almost had a double-double. Yeah. But the thing that he did was he played relaxed. He didn't make any mistakes. When Bruce was taking him into the post and shot faking him, he was staying down and making it hard to shoot over him. Really followed the game plan, but you could see in his face he was playing relaxed, and that was good to see.
I guess what kind of led to that? I mean, that's something that he's struggled with, being able to settle.
He has, and I was worried about that because, I really liked to get him in the first half. And you put a guy in with 13 minutes to go, I think it was 13 or 11, I can't remember, but a lot of times, he's been sitting for so long, he's bound to be a little bit nervous or a little jumpy. But he wasn't. I think what he did was he was able to really study what was going on in front of him and then come in with an understanding of, okay, the game plan was this is what I'm looking at, this is what we need right now, and effectively execute that.
How was Mike taken to move into the 2?
Mike's just a team guy. I mean, whatever it takes, Coach. I mean, I'll play the 2, I'll play the 1. He knows he's going to play some 1. He knows he's going to play some 2. We're fortunate we have 3 guys who can play the point. It's been a little bit of adjustment because he really wasn't at the 2 at all, since he got here in the summer. So he's essentially learning the 2 spot on the fly. And so he forgets to go where to go sometimes, but little by little, he's figuring that out.
I mean, he was your guy. He was going to be your point guard, and then to just kind of 7 games into his career, move over to the 2.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know that, I mean, right now, it looks like that's, you know, a good move. I mean, he'll play a ton of 1. But he is such a good scorer, and he's so good, you know, off the ball. We'll play him in both places.
Is there a specific reason that Woodbury only played 16 minutes? He looked dominant at times.
Well, we had other guys that came in, and at that point, we were up 20, and I wasn't going to put him back in.